Shot fast.
You need to put it in the fucking closet.
This dude came all the way back, dude.
See, it's still on the. I don't feel like a lot, bro. A lot. But when I break this nub down.
It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Everything's over there.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the give is Nwangu. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Handoff here to Nwangu. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. Jones goes diving, and he's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
You circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu.
Wow, bro. What a game, dude. You are. Wow. Oh,
the end of all that hit and holler, and it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Is the cord too short for it or something?
On the run is Nwangu, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
some of the most unselfish players on any football team? Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Nwangu. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Over.
On the toss, here's Nwangu. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll run with Nwangu, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And the Vikings are going to get the football here.
Yo, you think I can hit a 57-yard field goal or no?
The game's opening drive.
That's just so cool.
Bro, I have to hit. Yo, this is so bad, bro. The wind's against me as well. Oh my gosh, and I missed it. I missed it. I just lost that game, bro. I'm so dumb with Madden.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Okay, work with me here. Make sure I'm clear on this one. Inside their own 10-yard line, and they run a toss play. I know it works, but ordinarily it takes a lot of chutzpah to do something like that, because only thing more dangerous is trying to throw the ball in that situation and maybe taking a big loss.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Now Lance. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Well, Charles, you look at this offense, they're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, a #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in him. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
Yeah. 4 pigs. Touchdown.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
I don't know.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Two 1st downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
A good run there off right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Lance now to throw. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Mack. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Boswell's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I didn't know you were doing that.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way game. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's Nwangu. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Feels like a room. So now the bestness will go on this side.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Escaping the pressure right.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Who at the floor?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Do it tonight, because if not, Layla definitely going to munch on this.
Second down and goal. Jackson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And this is up and
what's he
good
get
to make
to?
it 7-3.
Huh? Yeah.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Second and 9.
He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way out to the 45-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Lance now on first down.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10. To throw, it's Lance.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. And this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
I'm out the motherfucking drugs.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Kene Nwangu
taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
See your bed over there? I don't think you see it.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Rosas now to add the PAT.
And it's 21-3.
So they'll get another shot on
I'm
offense.
out the motherfucking drugs. And it's 11 o'clock.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
Please be Chris Taylor.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense is right back out on the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Danico Autry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lance. Completes it to Hardman. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it. This is Mack. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that.
This is weak. Amanda Logan himself.
The defensive front. They just pin their ears back and get after him now.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working from the gun, Lance. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
We don't have a job.
Situational football right now. I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need
on a
to
Monday,
do.
we ain't going to have no fucking work.
They've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st down, it's Mack, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple.
Open and close with it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Lance. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Catch is made by Hardman. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Minnesota.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Madison, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Johnson now returning. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They go play action now. Jackson steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Julio Jones, 63 yards.
And the Packers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
Throwing now is Lance.
Steps away. Nothing.
Of course it does.
Downfield, so he'll throw it away.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
And with that kind of a...
Dude, that's garbage. I done made his ass quit.
Well, let's